Hey Kim,
Hey Tim.
what's going on here?
Well, it's 4th of July weekend.
You opening up a lemonade stand?
we...
Because that's what it
Lemonade
looks like.
stand, yes.
Looks good. I like it.
What we thought we would do today is let you guys know all about the different things that you can mix with our vodka. Flavors and Felony Straight.
Okay, cool.
We have a few favorites.
Yeah, so you can mix just about anything, but we're going to talk about, like, you know, acid levels and things like that, or what goes with what. How do you want to do that?
Yeah, you can talk about that.
You're like, yeah, go ahead, do it. All right, so for vodka, and this goes for other spirits as well, like gin and tequila.
Yes.
So
Rum.
Rum. One of the things to remember is that with vodka, you know, most commercial vodkas, and I'm not saying anything bad about any other vodka, everybody has their place, you know, and they fill a certain niche.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing to know about vodka is that most of the popular brands contain sweetener. So by law, you can add 2 grams of sweetener per liter and 1 gram of citric acid. What's the operative word in citric acid? Come on, it's a 50-50 shot here. Okay, I'm going to let you off the hook. It's acid, right? So it'll turn your vodka acidic. So and the reason I mention it is a lot of folks will tell me that they love to drink vodka, but sometimes it gives them acid stomach. That's because vodka starts out, you know, a pH scale is 0 to 14, right?
Right.
With the lower number being acidic. 7 is neutral. Above that is alkaline. Okay, so vodka will generally start out somewhere around a 5 pH, and you know that's on the acidic side. Once you add the citric acid, you could bring that down, right? And then what do most people mix with vodka? Citrus juice, right?
Right.
So you can really start, and cranberry. Cranberry is very, very acidic. So all of a sudden you can start to get down to like a 3 pH, and that's gonna upset your stomach if you're sensitive. So be aware. And the reason I mention that, Felony is 8.15 pH. It's alkaline. Okay, so you're starting out with an alkaline spirit, and you can really add a lot of different things and not really make it acidic. So let's start off that way. Okay, so you want to start out with some of your favorites?
Sure.
I know you like the bubbles.
Yes.
So do I.
And one thing I want to mention about our flavors is the unique thing about them is that they're 80 proof. We do not put any sugar in them. We only use
Sweetener.
essence.
Yeah. So it's full of flavor and not sugar.
And I always say it's the adult version of flavored vodka.
Yes.
And if you don't like flavored vodka, try this one. You'll love it.
Yeah, it is.
It's a different experience.
Well, you know, the thing is, Felony is naturally smooth. I know a lot of vodkas say that, and they're not. They're just not.
But ours is.
It is because it's made from organic sugar cane. Sugar cane is 14% sucrose. It just ferments a lot cleaner, and there's no acetone. All right, and that's what a lot of people associated with the smell and the burn of vodka. There's no burn really in Felony vodka naturally. So building the flavor profiles was a lot simpler for us. We cheat. We just start out with something that's really good, and then just add to it. So all the flavors are natural, as you said.
Yes.
They're still organic, and they're still 80 proof. Most of your flavored vodka is like 60 to maybe 70 proof. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what my favorite cocktail has been this month, and I've been making it at a lot of parties that I've been at. So we have coconut lime, which is one of our favorite. They're all our favorite, but that one is a good summer one. And what I do is I take pineapple juice, just a small amount. So what I usually do is 2 ounces of Felony coconut lime in a tall glass with crushed ice. I take an ounce of pineapple juice, and then any kind of seltzer you'd like, but I like to do straight in this. So you can use any seltzer, but probably straight would be good in this. And we call it the Felony Colada.
Yep.
And it's really a fan favorite this month.
Yeah. Any kind of citrus is going to mix well with coconut.
Right.
You know,
That's
so you can't.
amazing.
It's really hard to go wrong, right?
Right.
Orange, lime. Put the lime in the coconut.
Yeah, you could do almost anything with the coconut lime. We'll tell you some more ideas in a little while after Tim tells us his favorite drink for the summer.
All right. So I mean, I've just been really. I kind of love them all, and I drink them all equally. But one of the things that was really appealing to me is the raspberry lemonade, and I mix that with the Arnold Palmer, and you could either get it in already pre-made, or I like to get unsweetened tea, and there you go, and some lemonade. I'll go for like a Newman's or something organic, just to keep it all organic, and it's just fabulous, raspberry tea, raspberry lemonade. It's like a Southern classic summer drink.
It goes in everything.
It definitely goes in everything.
And if you're a kombucha drinker, which is kind of unique, not everyone is, I am, kombucha, any of these, and lemon or lime, oh my goodness, that is like the most amazing cocktail. You can really impress your friends with that, because you don't have to do anything really, just pour it in there.
You can impress your taste buds with that.
You can impress your taste buds with it too.
And then we got the blood orange, which it's probably the most mixable out of all of our flavors. It's just a classic, right? It
is a classic, and most people, when they come in for blood orange, that's what they love, and so I'm so glad it's in our.
So the variety of blood orange that we use is actually we imported from Italy. It's called Tarocco, and it's a little bit more tart, although it doesn't come across as that mouth puckering, eye squinting tartness, right? So, but it really has a nice essence of tartness, and all of the flavors are subtle, but they are present, and it's taste forward and a good finish. So, some varieties of flavored vodka you get like on the front of the palate, and then it's gone. One of the things about Felony flavors is that it's got a good long finish, and so that's because of the smooth base and the natural ingredients. All right, so I'm talking too much. I can see the body language saying, "Get going." All right.
So what I think he's trying to say about the blood orange is that one of the things he likes to do with the blood orange, which is not a favorite of mine, but it's a favorite of yours, is ginger beer. So if you really love ginger beer and you want to do an alternative to the straight, which our straight is amazing, mules too, but we have something called our blood orange mule, and we just love it, and everyone seems to love it online. We posted it the other day, and that is the ginger beer with the blood orange, and then we put some lime and some mint leaves in
a copper mule,
in a fancy copper mule mug.
Yeah, that's kind of standard. I don't know if it's fancy, but the copper just conducts the coolness of the ice. It keeps it cold.
Yeah, we usually put large ice in there, so it takes longer to melt.
And then some will put it depends on your taste, right? You can go with crushed ice or pellets or whatever your preference is. But I had we were in Boulder, so we were climbing or we were hiking the Flatirons.
Gregory Canyon Flatirons.
So it's a Flatirons in Boulder. And then afterwards we went to Otto's Kitchen and Grill on 13th. It's called The Hill in that section of Boulder. And Otto made me a Bloody Mary with the blood orange vodka. It was absolutely amazing. Totally transformed the drink. It was really, really nice. So keep that in mind. So, we're talking about two different styles of drink, right? A mule, sweet. Very sweet, right? And we
you're going to get the sugar from the ginger beer.
Yeah, the ginger beer is sweet, but that's why we use Fever Tree. Probably the lowest sugar out of all the commercial brands. 19 grams versus like 40 on some other brands. And hey, if you're not, if you're not worried about the sugar, do whatever you like. We just like a little bit less sugar, and then the this one has a lot less sugar in it too.
Yes, I was reading that.
Yeah, so that's also Fever Tree. That's the blood orange, but. you know, the Bloody Mary, that's a savory drink,
Mhm.
savory cocktail. And
the martini.
yep, and the martini. And these flavors actually go across that spectrum. It's amazing. You got to try it out. My
Yeah.
mouth is watering thinking about that.
And don't forget the lemons and limes because they make a drink. And
Yeah.
also they're really good for decoration. I mean, just put it on as
Garnish,
a garnish. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So
That's exactly
I make up
what it
these
is.
words every once in a while. I'm thinking. Okay, so what we're trying to do
Well,
here
let's-
is give
let's
you a
talk-
lot of good backyard ideas,
Yeah,
and
so
they're so simple
Hold
and
on,
easy,
before
right?
we go on, lemon and lime. Those enhance flavors, especially lemon.
Oh yeah,
All right,
it's
so-
amazing with our flavors.
Yeah, a lot of folks think that you add a lemon, it's going to taste like lemon. In most cases, if you have a good base flavor,
Mhm.
right, your citrus, like your lemon and lime, will enhance those flavors and not take over those flavors. Right?
Right, yeah.
They both have distinctive flavor, and they're both pretty prominent and strong. But
Yeah.
like in a Bloody Mary, the lime just accentuates all the spices and all of the rich savory tomato juice.
Yeah, I want a Bloody Mary now.
I know. It's hard to talk. My mouth is watering.
I want one with shrimp and bacon and.
Exactly. And then on the other side of it, don't be afraid to put sugar in your drinks, but measure it out. Something like Sprite, you kill two birds with one stone here.
Yeah, like these two and any of these
Right.
would be
But
amazing.
You just measure them out. There are
Yeah.
enough, putting an ounce of Sprite in your drink just adds a tiny bit of calories, really, relatively speaking. Don't be afraid to use some of those things. Sprite is an amazing little secret, dirty secret in a lot of recipes. It adds effervescence, it adds sweetness, it adds that citrusy flavor, and then you can always cut it with, like you said, like a 0 calorie, 0 sugar seltzer.
Right, I love to just go into the supermarket and every week see different seltzers. You could have a party with the 4 of these and a bucket full of these and lemon and lime and be done.
Citrus,
They're just amazing. This one,
plain seltzer, or even
Key lime.
flavored seltzer.
There's so many.
Yeah,
ones.
so vodka's come a long way. So a lot of folks think they got to add a lot of juices, a lot of sweet. You don't. Add a little bit, especially with Felony. Add a little bit of that sweetness if you like sweet. I like it across the spectrum. I'll drink a martini one day, then I'll have a mule the next day. All right?
Same
So-
here, depending on what you're in the mood for. And just like I said, if you put this out at a party, you're going to impress everyone and you're going to satisfy everyone's
gonna
taste
satisfy
buds
everyone.
because there's
And,
something here for everyone.
The other thing is, sorry, I have to get this in. So Q makes a great line of ginger beers and tonics. So
Very good, yes.
yeah, we were using the elderflower
Yes, elderflower.
tonic.
Mhm.
Amazing, right?
Very good.
And try it with gin too.
Yeah,
But
really good.
Q makes a good line. Fever Tree makes a good line. There are a lot of good mixers out there. It's come a long way too. So we're at a great time,
The seltzer, the tonic water, all that stuff is so fancy now,
Yeah.
and it's pretty
You got
inexpensive.
Spindrift,
but
you
it's
have
like all over
LaCroix,
the
you have
supermarket.
Bubbly.
Yeah.
What are the other ones?
There's
Yeah, I mean, experiment out
good
there.
old fashioned Schweppes tonic water.
Yeah.
Gosh, you come home and you just feel like having a little bit of something. Put a highball glass of ice with Schweppes tonic water and some of our straight
Yeah, a little lime.
Felony vodka, a little lime. You
Yeah.
got yourself a really great cocktail.
Awesome.
And one other thing I just wanted to say is at any of your local stores, hardware store, I'm not sure, maybe, some of the bigger stores, you can get these pours and they really save on pouring out too much in each cocktail. So just a little tip that, I don't know, they cost like $3 for like,
Yeah, bar
cup.
equipment.
It's not
You
that
get them
expensive.
on Amazon or a
And
place
it's really
like that.
helpful, yeah.
Yeah, I like the square heads.
I do too.
The square heads give you a nice even pour.
I think it's
You
like
don't-
an ounce and a half pour.
Yeah, some of them they have the balls in them, the little metal balls, and that's to kind of regulate your pour. If you're at home, don't get those. It's a pain in the neck, and
Yeah,
it's usually
this is really the best.
yeah, the one with the square head on it. It's got a little screen on the top so you don't get bugs in there.
Mm-hmm.
But you do want to close up after you're finished. If you're not
Yes.
going to use it quickly, take the pourer out, put your cork back in. Or else
Oh, yes, yeah, definitely
it'll
do that.
evaporate.
You don't wanna leave that
alcohol will
open.
evaporate. So yeah,
And-
get some cool bar tools. That's helpful.
And one other thing is you could ask for all these drinks at the bars and restaurants because they have all this stuff there. And so we are getting into more and more restaurants in New York, Florida, California, Colorado, and Texas. There are so many restaurants that are carrying felony vodka.
California,
So ask
yeah.
for it, yes, and you'll be surprised. You might just get it.
Cool. We done with the lemonade stand right now?
We're done with the
You
lemonade
got hot
stand.
dogs? I could use a hot dog
It's
today.
10 cents a drink if you come on down to Colorado.
Awesome. Hey, everybody, have an awesome 4th of July. And hey, we got to say congratulations to Team USA.
Woo!
My nephew Jack and his team. Jack was their
Yay,
goalie for a couple of those
91.
games. And wow, the middies and the defense. And oh my
Amazing.
God, what a great
So
team
exciting.
effort. Yeah, so exciting. They
Some
are
good
such a
sports
dominant
lately,
team.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. Have a great, safe, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.